Now, if there's any other children, they're welcome to come forward. There we go. You don't have to raise your hand, but my question for us this morning is anyone afraid of the dark? Yeah, a couple of us could be, especially when it's real dark, or if we're at home and there's a storm and the power goes off and we don't have any lights for a couple days. That can be a little scary, can't it? But if the power's still working and it's nighttime and you have to get up, what do you need? What helps you when it's dark in the house at nighttime? What are some things that help us? What? Moonlight. Yes, the moonlight can help us.
When it's dark and it's bedtime, it can help us sleep.
It could help us sleep if it's real dark, yes. What? A flashlight could be real helpful. What else might you have? A candle. A nightlight. So there's lots of things that we can have to give us light. Now we're going to hear a story this morning about a man named Nicodemus, and he comes to see Jesus at night. Now this is at a time back with Jesus, there's no street lights outside. There's no flashlights because there's no batteries. So he doesn't have a night light, but he might have what? He might have a candle. Or what else might he have? What kind of a lamp might he have? What's that? He might have a candle, yes. Or he might have an oil lamp. So those are probably the lights, but they're not going to give a whole lot of light. Now there's one other thing that when we think of Nicodemus, I imagine if it's nighttime and he's got to travel in the dark, maybe with just a candle, he might have been afraid. And we want to think about that when we hear the story of Nicodemus, that he probably was afraid going to see Jesus in the dark. Besides a candle or a flashlight or a light, what else would be really helpful if you were in the dark and you didn't know where you were going? What would you want? The moonlight would be good, yes. What else would be helpful? If you're in the dark, what would be really helpful to have right next to you? A flashlight, yep. A partner. So one of the things that we think about Nicodemus is that he was by himself and he was looking for a partner. And later in the Gospel of John, we'll hear Jesus tell his disciples that he is the way and the light and the life. And what Nicodemus discovers is that Jesus is his partner. And we want to remember that this morning as we are walking on our faith journey in Lent, that Jesus is our partner and he walks with us. So that's the good news for this morning, is that even in the darkest of times, we have someone who walks with us. So let's stand up for a moment. Can we all stand? And our prayer for this morning is, okay, hold your hands out like this. Jesus, repeat after me. Jesus, guide us on our walk in faith. Amen. And you're welcome to go down to your classes now. Thanks for being here today. Donnell.